Sometimes, a woman can be certain of her man's feelings, and it is not due to self-deception or wishful thinking. A man has somehow given himself away, but he neither takes proactive measures to win the woman over nor expresses his feelings to her directly. What is it? Is he playing hard to get, pretending to be uninterested, or fear of rejection? He can't bring himself to approach a woman who appears ideal to him. But why? Stay tuned to find out more on the subject. Let's begin. He is amazing. Women are drawn to handsome men in the same way that men are drawn to sexy women. Handsome men are more desirable to women than average-looking guy or ugly men. You can't help but be drawn to a handsome man, whether he ignores you or not. Next, effects of the real world and social media. Not everyone can deal with that feeling after being snubbed by the opposite sex on social media or in person. While some men may ignore you as a part of their retaliation strategies to kill your spirit, others may ignore you to avoid further embarrassment. Bottom line, regardless of your gender, you become more attractive when you learn to control yourself. Please understand that it is called self-respect, not pride, playing hard to get, or pretense. Moving on, he wishes to be alone for the time being. As a result of emotional trauma, such as heartbreak from cheating, friendship betrayals, or backstabbing, and marital disappointments, he may decide to be bodiless for a time. Men also experience marital disappointments. Following that is looking for a home builder. If you ignored him because you were broke, there's no point in developing interest later to avoid embarrassment and harming yourself, like a blog post about a lady who regretted ignoring Miracle on social media. Not everyone who approaches you is looking to date or penetrate you. Some are simply bored and looking for a friend. Next up, it is not his nature for him to be nosy. A fish cannot thrive on land, and a squirrel cannot reproduce in water. A lousy-mouthed guy can't pretend to be too good, and a self-respecting guy can pretend to be nosy without making mistakes. An African proverb tells the story of two people who danced admirably in a village square. One of them received a round of applause, while the other was whipped. That's too bad. A man who portrays foreign, unfamiliar characters in order to find love and friendship is a phony. Following that, you're exercising too much effort. Yes, he's aware that you are always paying attention to him, unless you're the pompous type, but if you approached him and snubbed you, you should start ignoring him as well. Get busy, read books, exercise, talk to other happy guys, and always wear your smile to find out if he ignores you on purpose or not. Next, fear of messing up with such a lovely lady. To be honest, a situation like this is extremely rare in real life, but it's a popular plot in soap operas. He's an ordinary hipster or pizza delivery man, while she is a beauty from a wealthy family. Naturally, the guy prays for her holy face every day, and because he is modest and shy, he is terrified that such a diva might like him. Such stories, however, are uncommon. Modern men aren't concerned about their status, age gap, appearance, or finances, but they can be impatient to express their interest simply and bluntly. Sometimes too bluntly. If a hero sits in the back, his self-esteem plummets dramatically. Such a man should work on himself so that he can approach any women he desires. Moving on, he was determined to be a misogynist. This is where the weak man concept comes into play. He is immature and a slave to his negative experiences with the opposite sex. A man is not a misogynist simply because he snubbed you out of self-control. Misogynists have the brightest smiles and do not always appear to be monsters. Mexican and other South American cartels, for example, kill women not with gunshots, but with agonizing stabbings to the neck, eyes, and skull. Bizarre. Following that, it doesn't find you appealing. Are you psychologically up to date? Is he envious of your qualities, or does he feel superior because of them? Do you have a pleasant odor? These are some of the characteristics that men look for in women. Finally, you appear desperate. If you notice your man withdrawing, it could be because you are emotionally unprepared. This indicates that you are dissatisfied with yourself, and your man could easily become your sole source of happiness. This will suffocate him, and he will quickly distance himself from you. Well, that marks the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.